Hello everybody, my name is KingStix. This isn't really going to be an educational video, it's going to be more of me complaining, so if you really hate negativity or people complaining, I'd highly suggest clicking off right now. Today I want to talk to you about why I no longer have a main account in League of Legends. I've been playing League of Legends for about 5 seasons now, around the beginning of Season 3 all the way now into Season 8. The first season I've had ridiculous amounts of time to play ranked was Season 7, which no surprise, I got multiple accounts to Masters. It really wasn't that difficult since I had already been playing the game so long. I just applied myself and I got there. I actually got up to 125 LP and then I stopped playing and it decayed. A lot of my subscribers asked me why I didn't go for Challenger and asked me why I stopped playing on my main accounts. It'd be really easy and arrogant for me to say, yeah, of course I could have gotten Challenger. Honestly, if I kept grinding and playing every day like I was, I do believe I could have made at least low Challenger. It's really not that difficult, especially since I was playing a lot of OP junglers at the time. Not saying I would have, I'm just saying there's a really good chance I could have made low Challenger and NA. There's two main reasons why I don't have a main account anymore. The first one is elo decay and the second one is player attitude and the punishment system. We're going to go over decay first. So in ranked, there's a thing called decay. If you don't play over time, you'll lose LP. Now, if you're gold, silver, or bronze, you don't have to worry about this. You won't lose anything even if you don't play for 6 months straight. You'll still have the same exact LP in division that you already had. Once you get up to platinum and higher though, you run into the elo decay. Now, if you're platinum or diamond, after 28 days of not playing ranked solo duo, you will elo decay. If you were diamond, after 28 days, you will lose 50 LP. And if you're platinum, after 28 days you'll lose 35 LP, and every 7 days after that you'll lose that same amount over and over until you play a ranked game. That's honestly not that bad if you think about it. So if you're diamond, you can take 20-day breaks, remain diamond, just play one game and you're fine. You don't have to waste your life just playing League of Legends every day. They obviously put this system in place to stop people who are blatantly boosted to just hold on to an account forever. The thing that I don't agree with is with Master and Challenger tier. This is where the elo decay gets kind of freaky. So in Master and Challenger tier, you no longer have that 28-day window. Now you have something called banked games. So you can bank up to 10 games. Every time you play a game, that adds 1 to your bank. Every single day, you get -1 from your bank. Once you reach 0 games, you'll lose 100 LP per day until you get more banked games. So you can lose 100 LP on Monday because you have 0 banked games, and if you don't play for 8 more days, you'll lose 800 more LP. So if you're rank 1 on the Challenger ladder, and if you just stop playing for 8 days and have no banked games, you're going to be at the very bottom. It's going to put you in diamond, unless you have over 900 LP. In my case, I got to 125 LP Masters. I started doing a bunch of coaching videos. I stopped playing on my main account for 3 or 4 days and I got absolutely destroyed because on 3 of the days, apparently I didn't have any banked games. I didn't understand how it worked at the time. Whenever you hit Masters or Challengers, it doesn't say, hey, you really need to read this, otherwise you're going to get fucked. 2 of the days, I did not have a bank. So on the day 1 of not having a bank, I went down to 25 LP from 125 LP. The next day, once again, I still didn't know. I didn't even log on to the account. And then it took me from 25 LP Masters down to Diamond 175 LP. If I had bad MMR for a Masters player, it would have put me in Diamond 1 0 LP, and if I had medium MMR, it would have put me in 50 LP, but since I had such good MMR, it put me in Diamond 175 LP. To my surprise, when I logged onto the account 2 days later, I was extremely confused. I had no idea what was going on. I was thinking, what the fuck, this has to be a mistake. Going from Diamond 1 0 LP all the way up to Masters 125 LP if you're not duoing with anybody, which I didn't duo whatsoever on my main accounts. That could take me over 7 days of hard work to get all of that LP back. So I read into it, I figured out what happened, and at that point I came to a very important conclusion. For me personally, it is not worth it whatsoever to have a main account or play on a main account. I'm not going to get anything out of it. I have no aspirations to play pro, nor do I believe I have the skill set or skills to play pro. Therefore, there's no point for me to play at the top of my range of skill, which is in Masters low Challenger at the moment. I'm busy making YouTube videos, college, and helping out my family. I don't really have time to sit there and play League of Legends all day. That way, my account doesn't decay so fast that I lose weeks and months of work over the span of a couple of days. Now I want to talk about the second thing, which is player attitude and the punishment system. Throughout every elo elo, even in the highest elos, Diamond, Master, Challenger, there are trolls or people at some point during the game decide that they're not going to try, or they're just going to intentionally feed. Of course, you do see this more in lower elo. That's why they are in lower elo, but there are plenty of people with a similar mentality and mindset that make it into the higher ranks. It's typically because their ego is damaged in some way. Either they fed lane and they blame it on their teammates, therefore at that point they're going to feed or just quit, or something in their real life has gone wrong, so they're taking it out on their team in the game. I understand these things happen. I'm not saying these people should be hunted down and killed or necessarily have their accounts banned. All I'm saying is that there needs to be proper repercussions for someone intentionally trying to ruin everybody's experience in a ranked game, whether that be a week ban from playing ranked, a 2-day ban from playing ranked, or just some sort of suspension or penalty on the account itself. That's not really up to me. That's up to the community or Riot Games. I'm just saying there needs to be something. And a lot of you say, oh, there's the ban system. You can report people for this or that. I've made various videos on this and so have other people. The ban system doesn't really work how it's intended to. It's mainly put in place that way you can feel good about yourself or feel like you have a little bit of power whenever somebody trolls you and you report them. 9 times out of 10, if you troll, you're not going to get punished. The only times you truly get reported is if you're typing things in chat. The way the ban system works is it's mostly automated. The system sees that you're typing a lot in chat. You might be using keywords like idiot, fag, retard, fucking, things like that. It'll pick up on these different keywords you're using. It'll also register how much you're typing, and based off of that, it'll decide whether you should be punished or not based off of how many reports you got as well. That is mainly how people get banned and punished. Now, when it comes to trolling, it becomes much more difficult because some players, of course, just have bad games. That's very reasonable. Not everyone is going to play their best, even if it's a ranked game and they're picking a champion they don't understand. It happens. People do stupid stuff. What I'm referring to is someone who is intentionally going out of their way to ruin the game for your whole team. Obviously, this has happened to many people. This isn't new news. This is just one example I want to show you guys. This was on one of the Smurf accounts I played on. Previous to this game, I was on a 22 game win streak doing placement games, and this was the game that broke it. Anyways, in this placement game, it was overall a rough match for our team. The enemy's team late game was very questionable compared to ours. It was going to be a very close match. As the game played out, you could tell that we were winning, but we had an individual on our team. It was the Alistar, who was intentionally trolling out of his mind. So he decided, hey, I'm going to sell most of my items and I'm going to build a rapid fire cannon, run straight down the middle of the map and intentionally feed repeatedly after spawning. And then at the end of the game, to look like I'm not a complete and total troll, I'm going to sell the rapid fire cannon and buy a Hextech Pro Belt. Even though that's still pretty troll, I'm going to go ahead and do that. He ends up going 0, 17, and 2. Me and my friend both report him, assuming that nothing's really going to happen to him, and of course nothing does. We never got a notification that he got punished. Whenever you report somebody, it'll say, hey, someone you reported got punished, good for you. It'll say that. We never got that notification, and I looked at his match history and he is playing. He kept playing more that day. Then he played about 7 games the next day. Then he played 5 games the next day, etc. He played every single day quite a bit, and he just kept playing. My complaint is that even when someone goes out of the way to completely ruin the game for your whole team, there's really nothing you can do about it unless you're trying to get them on causes for verbal abuse. And in many cases, people know at this point that if you troll, there's nothing that can happen. I do consider myself a fairly competitive person. This does drive me absolutely crazy. To prove my point, I trolled in various games in high elo. Nothing happened to me. I didn't really type anything in chat, and that was the main reason. If you type in chat, the bot will automatically ban you because your teammates are going to report you for verbal and for feeding or whatever. Like I said in previous videos, as long as you feed and don't really type anything, but you don't go 0 and 20 and have a bunch of random items, you're not really going to get punished. Just to prove my point on how unbalanced it was, I started trolling streamers like Antibot and Skara. Skara even did make a video on it. Someone ended up banning my champion, so I figured it was a good opportunity to prove my point. What I figured out is with streamers, you will actually get banned because streamers have connections with rioters. Rioters watch streamers' games and you will get punished. But if you are anyone else who doesn't have a massive audience or following, when someone intentionally tries to ruin your game and destroy your ranked experience, odds are absolutely nothing will happen to them. To wrap up this turd of a thought, this is the second reason why I don't have a main account in League of Legends. I feel it is honestly pointless. When I'm playing at the higher end of my skill level and somebody does this, it really does rustle me and puts me on tilt for a very long period of time, and it makes it very difficult for me to play ranked. I understand that's just me being a pussy, but it genuinely does ruin my ranked experience, and knowing nothing happens to them really pisses me off. In conclusion, with the current decay system and current punishment system, my only goals goals with League of Legends is to make informative videos to try to improve your guys' gameplay, improve the community as a whole, and of course I'll be doing some stuff on the side, wink wink. And yeah, that's pretty much my rant. Sorry if it was a little bit too negative or toxic. And yeah, that's why I don't play on my main accounts. Only my closest friends on League of Legends would know this, I believe. I don't think I've really talked about this that much. I did make a few videos, but it wasn't saying like, hey, I'm never going to play on my main accounts again, like they're gone. But yeah, I just want to get this out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.